I'd also argue it's that in general, it's generally more useful for like flying enemies, like the ghosts.
Yeah. So, one thing about this game is that when Leaf Dressier was being marketed, they actively advertised Mercedes as the shmup character. Like, if you ever saw Mercedes' footage, it would be free roaming combat or shmup style footage. Sadly, that's not the case until Chapter 6. Though we are also approaching a sub-boss where I feel like he would be a perfect shmup boss. And he's not.
I like your bad grapes.
Let me just eat my sour grapes.
Oh, what, you can't handle the bone zone?
No. Gotta get rid of all these bones.
And I'm surprised you're getting rid of the accessories, because wouldn't that be useful for improving your potions?
Yeah, that's actually a mistake because what I'm doing right now is not gonna work with the accessories. Get rid of all these seeds. Who the fuck needs grapes? I'm sitting on some spoiled ones.
What are you doing?
Remember how I made a naturalized potion at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah.
Poof.
No, just all those phosons. Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's nowhere near enough to what I need, because I was kind of hoping for a gun upgrade.
Yeah, you're getting pretty high up there.
Yeah, I need about 60 more, and I can't really get that, so... fuck.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the useless accessories would have been better used for potion upgrades anyway.
Yeah, but here's the thing, naturalized doesn't work on them, so I just got them right the fuck back.
I know, but I'm saying, like
Yeah.
you're just kind of lucky it didn't pan out that way. Though I don't think you were thinking of that at the time anyway.
Nope. I wasn't thinking, because... oh, I do keep the buffs here. The neat thing about Pixie and Banshee Call is that they stack. Also, this is probably... I keep mentioning before, this is my favorite of the new sub-bosses, because he's so fun.
I actually appreciate that the options do different things.
It's nice. I just don't like Pixie Call at all. But yeah, the fact that Mercedes is entirely shmup focused is cool and all. It's just that it's also a downside on, in terms of, you know, heroic mode. I feel like heroic mode is not well designed, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I understand.
So I really like this guy's design. It's really nice.
Yeah. It reminds me of Oogie Boogie from what the fuck was that movie? I can never remember the name of it.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, thank you. Like, he just shares that design element and I enjoy it, and it works well. But yeah, the main reason why I feel like this should be a shmup boss is because his main attack is summoning projectiles and then hurling them at people, which is the shmuppiest thing I've ever heard of, but instead it's just kind of this thing.
Also, Wang, I'm gonna let you in on a shameful secret.
What was that?
I've never actually watched Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's fine. Like, it's not... while people go on and on about it, I really don't think it was that, you know, revolutionary a movie. I thought it was cool, it's just not, like, as hype as it would be. But then again, I'm the kind of guy that likes shit like Jackie Chan's Project A or Sahara. I like really
Samurai Cop.
Look, Samurai Cop is a game is a movie I ironically like. I like it for how god-awful it is. By the way, if you're at home, you should watch Samurai Cop.
Don't!
Well, yeah, I forgot that a lot of my viewer base is, like, a good percentage of my viewer base is below 21, so don't watch Samurai Cop unless you're accompanied with an adult, because there's a lot of trashy nudity in that movie.
I would say, would you call it fucking? Because I'm pretty sure none of what happens in that is fucking.
That's why I said trashy nudity, I had to think for a second.
Because, like, you saw what they did. That ain't nothing nobody does.
Yep. Oh man, why the fuck did I have to bring up Samurai Cop? Now I'm just kind of laughing.
I mean,
in
I
my
brought
head.
it up. And granted, I'm not really much of a movie person in the first place. Like, I only fucking watched Jurassic Park for the first time last month.
What a good show. Or movie. My brain is just not here right now.
To be fair, I then watched the second and the third.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I should, you know, try to be a little bit, you know, comprehensive about this. When you're fighting this guy's Mercedes, you know, bring out round shot. It'll clear out a good 80% of his projectiles, except for one specific one that's gonna haunt me during the bonus fight. Because, spoiler alert, the bonus fight is 2 of these guys.
And I do like his death animation.
Yeah. Just pops like a balloon. Lighter!
Look, he's too cool to die here, alright?
I'll be back to fight some other jerk!
Oh man, a rest area.
Yeah, now I can get some food, even though I've already eaten everything.
And you can always eat more.
So, this is the secret area. I was going to demonstrate what the secret is because I did it in the other videos and was like, oh shit, that's right. Where is it? Here we go. Candle holder.
That poor butterfly.
Consume.
Grass beyond bone.
Oh, it's a carrot. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm like a few seconds ahead of you.
Yeah. It's fine for the most part, don't worry about it. For this though, we get skill link. Much like everybody else, it's not that hot. Like, I understand what they did. They could only make so many unique skills for each character, and they had to make a couple passive ones that everybody could have, but, I don't know. Skill link on Mercedes is kinda underwhelming. Mainly because it requires skill usage, and she's not really the kind of person that weaves skills in between her, you know, mashing of the square button.
Shoot.
Like, if I'm not mashing my fucking brains out, what else am I doing on Mercedes? Flying?
And to be fair, you do occasionally use skill combos, but that's only when you're trying to unload.
Yeah, when I just want people to go away, I just press round shot and then continue on my merry way.
Why didn't you say you had money?
I like this guy a lot.
My greed is the very reason I'm down here. But
Oh, you got cash? Well, boy howdy.
I like him because he's honest. He's like, yo, I'm a greedy motherfucker. I like money. It's the reason I'm here in hell, but fucking, it's great. I don't mind.
And to be fair, this is the netherworld. This isn't hell.
True. What's the difference? Like, I'm curious. What's
hell
the
is
difference?
explicitly a punishment.
Oh, and underworld is where you are when you die.
Yeah.
I don't know. This place feels like it's a punishment.
And to be fair, you're only meeting the punished.
True.
You are kind of here illegally.
I'm here on business, okay? And that business is kidnapping someone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel like I should expand on the plot more. It was covered in the cutscene, but I'll recap it again since I split these videos in two. Mercedes wants revenge on Odin, mainly because the war keeps going on over the cauldron, and she wants to stop this once and for all, and also get revenge from Mother. However, Odin's weapon, the Balor, is super fucking huge and will beast on anyone that tries to thwart him. So Mercedes thinks, wait a minute, didn't we have a blacksmith of some kind? Why don't we recruit him? And somebody says, oh, that's because he got captured and thrown in hell. So now we're kidnapping said blacksmith.
And is it kidnapping if we're bringing him back?
I mean, is it not how is it not kidnapping? Because in essence, he was brought here to be punished for, you know, stealing soul gems.
Ah, yes, the pretty cool gems.
Don't cross the LPs!
Too late!
You fucker! What the hell am I gonna do with this extra phosons?
Oh man,
yeah.
finally.
Oh yeah, I wanted one extra phoson, and I was just like, oh whatever. I'll make extra phoson.
I like that you're now down to 5.
Yeah, it's very rare. This is another fight that I had to redo several times, I believe, just because it's kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, those pet ghouls seem like a great way to get staggered to hell and back.
Well, also keep in mind we're on heroic mode, so those dudes do somewhere around 200 damage, and that's like double my maximum health.
Yep.
So let's just throw out a couple hunter shots and mow these fuckers away. Where'd they go? Yo, I think my hunter shots just pieced out.
Don't worry about it. They had to return to their home planet.
And if the fight wasn't bad enough, female Geists.
Ladies, am I right?
Yeah, they'll just sit there with it. They'll just sit there and then, you know, cut your legs out from underneath you.
They cut more than just your legs, like holy fucking shit.
They will flay your
legs.
goddamn flesh alive.
Oh man, you got shrimp in that chest. That's actually kind of gross.
I like shrimp.
No, shrimp are great to eat.
Yeah,
It's just you're lifting it out of a chest.
yeah, chest shrimp in the underworld's a little questionable.
This shrimp was just a ridiculous sinner in its lifetime.
Hey, Maury, I brought you this punished shrimp that I brought from the underworld. What can you do with it? Oh, I don't know. You know, maybe I can make some hedonistic meal that you'll like. Great.
He just puts it on the floor and slowly backs away.
I feel like Moore's the kind of guy that would just work with whatever you get. Just for the sheer fact of, like, I've never cooked with this before. A boot?
I can't wait for you to get the sinner sandwich recipe.
Ah! Man, Deadly Premonition is great and all, but that sandwich was fucking horrifying.
It's actually alright, because it's like salty and sweet.
What is it? It's like, it's turkey, strawberry jam, and Cheerios?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know, I just can't deal. You know, that doesn't...
The turkey and the jam are for salty and sweet, and then the Cheerios are for texture.
Ah.
No, it's cornflakes. It's cornflakes.
Oh, it's cornflakes. That makes that actually makes a difference.
Yeah, no, it's texture. It actually makes a lot of sense if you take a step back and think about it.
I take a step back and then all I see is a weird abomination. I'm pretty sure all the Deadly Premonition fans are just gonna, you know, get pissed in the comments.
And you just gotta be open-minded, Wang.
Look, I'm open-minded about a lot of things. Food's not one of them. So this is the only time we see the poison tile in Mercedes' chapter, mainly because she flies, so it doesn't really fucking matter. But it does become prevalent in another area. Which is, I guess, is not the only time we see this tile. You see it one more tile, so but what the fuck ever. Because now I got me a challenge mission to do, and it's actually kind of fun and exciting. I just wish I was a little prepared for it.
I do love how the lady guys come out of the fucking void.
They just... It's like they come out of a curtain or something. It's really neat.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh yeah. This is something else.
Is this where you assassinate the frame rate?
No, that's the next video, I believe. But by this time I realized, wait the fuck up, I have ice potions. Ah, damn it. Wait. There is one thing you could do to boost potion levels. If you add other potions, I believe you get just a little bit more. Not as much as food, but if you're like me and are sitting on either 5 blazes or, you know, just a useless elixir, bam. A little extra firepower. But
what about the stuff you aren't, like the accessories you aren't using?
If you put those in a potion, they become overdrive and painkiller. They don't.
Oh, okay.
And I specifically want an ice shield. Yum, overdrive. They actively nerfed overdrive in this version of the game because it was busted in the old game. But yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, this fight is 2 Boltergeists, and it's really fun, but also kind of has the downside of, due to how Mercedes plays, they're going to be off-screen the whole time, and that's kind of a downfall. But the real challenge comes from trying not to, you know, touch the floor and be poisoned. Especially on heroic mode, where poison will just ruin your face.
And at least you leveled up.
Yeah. Talk about lucky.
What a time.
It doesn't really add anything, honestly. I mean, it gives me currency for getting more skills, but leveling up during a fight doesn't help as much as, say, I've been playing a lot of Dungeons and Dreadmore lately, and it helps a lot there because it gives you a full heal. Though I am pretty pissed at Dungeons of Dreadmore right now because I got the floor 15 on the hardest difficulty. Then I got to the final boss and I realized my build cannot damage him whatsoever, but he also can't kill me because of all my resistances.
So you soft lock the game.
Basically, yeah. Well, there is one way I could damage him. I have a skill that allows me to, you know, create a pillar, and if I crit with that, I do 2 damage to his 2,100 HP.
So you soft lock the game.
Basically, yes. I really fucking love Dungeons of Dreadmore, guys. Don't mind me. Let me just cast Hunter Shot like 5 times.
Hey, look, it's fine. Whatever kills him faster.
Hunter Shot actually doesn't do as much damage, but it's really good for just, you know, tearing apart all the creeps that are on the ground and also getting rid of his projectile shield. If you want damage, you Round Shot. Then, you know how I said in the first time we fought this guy in the video how this guy would make a really good shmup fight? Notice how I'm in the air a lot and I'm just surrounding him, trying to shoot him? This feels like a shmup. It would be cool if you just like zoom the camera back about like 3 times and then give us a bigger scope of the field. I feel like that would be really fun. Instead, it's just kind of a bog standard fight and, you know, kind of a chore.
You know, I never realized how ridiculous Mercedes looks when she's firing the crossbow.
It's a little weird, yeah. It just shows how much of a, how inexperienced she is, which is kind of the whole thing about her story. She doesn't know shit, but she's learning.
She tries, at least. Generally. Sometimes.
I guess. Though I will say, you know, I started this not really liking Mercedes at all. I've grown to like her a little bit more, but she's still, like, bottom tier to me.
I like her because she's terrible, if that makes any sense.
No.
Like, she's a proper fairy in that she's an awful person.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Like, I kind of...
she's vain, she's selfish.
By the way, you know how I mentioned before that there's one projectile that's hard to punch through on the Boltergeist? It's these dragon heads that it summons.
And thankfully they're down.
No, they're not. I took down 1 of 5, and both of them summoned one. So I had to spam the hell out of my homing shot in order to break them.
Well, that's what I meant, is the dragon heads were down.
Alright. Yeah. But yeah.
They went down off screen.
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that half of this fight takes place off screen. But yeah, like, I started this completely hating Mercedes, and she's tolerable, but still not a great character. I can understand what they were going for. She's trying to get... She's, you know... she's a sheltered woman who is just thrust into greatness and has to learn all this on the fly. But they really don't paint her in a good light at all. And it also doesn't help that every other character faces Mercedes as a boss fight, and she is just insufferable as hell.
Yeah, they could have characterized her a bit better, I will give you that.
Like, I honestly believe that this was supposed to be the Ingwe story, but something got changed along the line, whether it was due to personal or, I almost want to say it was publisher reasons, because Odin Sphere was made in a time when Vanillaware was, you know, in dire straits. They had taken out several loans, were just on the edge of crippling bankruptcy, and they needed something to, you know, get back on track. So I can understand if they had to change a couple things in development to make the game sell better.
Or maybe it was just poorly thought out.
That too. But I honestly...
Not everything needs a bigger reason to it.
I want it to be, because everything else in this game feels really damn good, almost near perfect. And then you get to Mercedes and it's just a stopping point, which is like the critical flaw of this game in my opinion. Mercedes in general is kind of a place where people stop, and I can understand why.
But yeah, I find Mercedes amusing because she's just an awful person.
Yeah, like, in a way she's well written because she follows the Fae mindset perfectly. But it's also because of that I just don't like her at all.
No, it's understandable.
There's a surprising little amount of fights in this chapter, but let's go.
Yeah, she's like vain, she's selfish, she's shallow, it's great.
She hates frogs.
I mean, yeah, I think that relates back to shallow.
Yeah. This was basically me. Yeah, I was going through that menu to see if all the audio is syncing properly, because I was paranoid as fuck by this point.
I don't blame you. Because, like, this is a lot of fucking level to go through 3 times? Yeah, 3 times.
3 times, yeah. So that's like 3 hours of my life pissed away for LP. I did like a little hand wavy motion, but I don't know why I did that because I don't have a webcam in this LP.
And you should have done a jerking motion, let's be honest.
I mean, not masturbating to myself. I'm just, you know, angry that I pissed away all this fucking time.
Just put the finger gun to your head and blow your brains out.
You know, there are teenagers that watch these LPs and they're learning terrible things from us. Oh well.
Why would you ever try to learn anything from me of all people?
Parents, if you're watching this LP with your kids, I'm sorry, but I curse like a sailor and I'm a bad influence. Please let your kids know that.
You think you curse like a sailor?
Oh, I'm aware. We're the worst. Also, this is like the worst punishment ever that I could imagine.
Just forever stuck mining these.
Forever stuck in hell mining skulls.
Queen Mercedes, 'tis you.
Ah yes, the crystal skulls.
I'm glad I found you.
Were you sent here too? Didn't you become queen after defeating Melvin's rebellion?
Yeah, that was like 2 chapters ago.
I love this man's six head.
I came here to rescue
Yeah, it's kind of great.
What in blazes?
It's 2 more than 4.
The queen came for me?
Yeah, because you're gonna commit horrible
I cannot
atrocities.
thank you enough.
I need
As
your
if the
help.
war crimes you committed weren't already enough.
Now come, follow me.
I know the way out, even though my bunny guide died horribly.
There she is, just feeling herself up.
Hi, Odette.
The insects are restless.
You know, I gotta give Odette credit. A bunch of people just break into hell on a weekly basis and she has to deal with this bullshit.
You will continue
Yeah.
to serve me.
And she still kind of, you know, has that aura of regality.
Also, man, the animation for her dress is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into Odette's design.
I am Mercedes, Queen of the Fairies. Queen Odette, I wish to speak with you.
Who your people choose to rule
No
is
man,
no
that
concern
is
of
an outfit.
mine. This is where humans.
I do enjoy how Odette, you can tell Odette is Queen of the Dead. Like, throughout the game, all sorts of nobility go to her and say, like, Odette, please, I wish to reclaim someone, or I need your help, and she's like, I don't fucking care. You'll be the same when you die. By the way, I'm gonna kill you.
Actually, you know what her dress reminds me a bit of?
You is out of the
What?
question.
The titty monster from Dragon's Crown.
A little, yeah. They share similar elements. But yeah, we're
Specifically
fighting.
the upper half.
So, I decided to have a lot of fun in this fight, and I think you'll appreciate this. This is royalty voices royalty. So come, my vegetable army, let's fuck this person up.
My minions.
Not you, Turnip, you have work to do later. This is actually a really good strategy, because this is kind of hilarious how well this works.
Well, yeah, because you stun locked her.
Like, I did not know you could stun Odette. And I'm doing it consistently. Here's the thing, though, to note about, Mandragora March. If they don't have the purple aura, they go back to being, you know, enemies. Which means they could hit you. And if there's 20 Mandragoras on the field that are not your allies, it's really easy to get hit. Round 2!
I work with the habaneros are worse.
Oh yeah. Like, they're the best soldier, but when they go out and start aggroing you, it's kind of unfortunate.
Kinda sucks.
Also, wow, I didn't realize that tentacle stabbed me in the back of the head. Time to go.
Jesus Christ, yeah, you are not doing so hot.
I think even though that this is heroic mode, there is still a window of mercy to where if you're at full health and take a hit beyond your max HP, it could still it'll still put you at like 1. Which is, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, in a challenge mode, you kind of expect to die quickly, but I do appreciate the grace spirit, the grace hit. Because in
Oh
fights
man,
like,
a bone.
yes, a bone in the underworld. How bizarre. Yeah, I do a lot of things to try and, you know, show off Mercedes' kit during this fight. And I'm kind of glad I did the habanero thing, because that shit, or the Mandragora thing, because that shit's hilarious.
God, she's so jiggly. Fucking Christ.
Yeah. I forget what the... Oh yeah, here's her other phase. I'm not gonna say it, because I'm really trying hard not to cross the stream with the LP lore. But after streaming Catherine a lot, we are trying really hard not to say a joke.
I mean, this one has little to do with fucking, so it's all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually.
Yeah.
Look, it doesn't
About
have
that.
a butterfly knife. It's fine.
But yeah, on the note of why everything in the underworld is so endowed, I remember reading like an article discussing George Kamitani's design philosophy in that a lot of casters in terms of, say, you know, druidic magic or undeath, they're mainly designed to emulate the fertility statues of old cultures. Which is why everything is so curvy and busty, is because the power of life comes from women, which is why a lot of druidic magic and necromancers, you know, are designed in such a way. It's an interesting design philosophy, half bullshit, but still better comparatively to, say, you know, necromancers being gothic design and all that bullshit like we see in every video game ever. I appreciate what they did for, you know, just being original in some ways.
I mean, it's a better answer than, Shame of Word indeed.
Yes, yes. Though I will say Yoko Taro has the best answer ever in saying, I just wanted to look at pretty women.
Yeah. I mean, at least he's fucking honest about it, if
Yeah.
nothing else.
But yeah,
I mean,
Odette
he's always proven to he's always proven to write characters pretty even-handedly.
Odette was a fun boss fight.
How dare you shoot that sickening...
Though I do feel
But-
like the cop-out for this fight is a little goofy.
To be fair, she still is the queen of the underworld. She's basically a god.
Yeah, and 2 chapters ago someone killed him. Her.
King Galen is upset. Why is he acting up now? Get more chains! Tie him down! Come, Arya. Don't waste your time on that one.
We basically got away with a underworld crime because something else was stirring up shit in the underworld.
We got away with
I
unmurder.
think we're safe. Let's get
That's
out of
actually
here.
kind of funny if you think about it.
Yeah?
So, fun fact, this is actually the 3rd desync point in one of my recordings, and it was one that made me tear my hair out.
Wow, that is fucking unfortunate.
I mean, this game has a cutscene replay, and I could just replay it as well, but this was like the 3rd desync, and it caused so many issues that I was just frustrated and said, fuck it, I'm recording again!
You can do this without selling a soul to the Halya.
So yeah, they actually elaborate on some of the weapons here.
I cannot create
Before with
enormous as the Baelor.
Gwendolyn and Cornelius, their weapons are made from blue gems, which
As long
are
as it can compete with the
made
Demon
from
Lord's
underworld
Baelor.
soul gems. However, the red gem weapons that we see with Mercedes and other characters, they're created by they're created by selling souls.
A cipher that is able to break.
And
the
yeah, this is
Baelor
basically what we're
itself.
building up to. We're building up to making a weapon that is by design meant to break the Baelor.
Interesting. Let's try it.
Oh man, what do we get?
You obtained Photon Prism. This is actually a halfway decent skill I almost never use. Unlimited ammo.